Hey, what's up everyone, it's Duskmos, and today I'm here with the TARS from Collision Devices. So at its core, the TARS is a combination of two effects. It's a fuzz and a filter. The fuzz is taken from their Black Hole Symmetry, and you can also find it featured in the Singularity. If you're interested in that, I've actually released a video covering that a bit already, but that is the core of the fuzz section. And then around that is an MS-20 style filter that is applied either in parallel or in series to your incoming signal. So what that means is you can decide whether or not you want to filter the incoming signal alone with a fuzz sort of copy of the signal running alongside it, or you can apply the filter to the fuzzed signal as well, which is a more pronounced effect. Like the fuzz products from Collision Devices, this thing can get pretty gnarly, and it's really fun and sounds really good if you're interested in getting some of those really crunchy, fuzzy, distorted tones. And what's really cool is having the filter on top of it allows you to dial those back a little bit and rein things in a bit, which is really nice. So for controls, up top we've got a 9-volt input, we've got a audio in and an audio out on 1/4 inch. Over here you've got an expression and CV input, which I'll make use of later. And this is a toggle for series or parallel selection on the side. Here you've got your main gain control, which allows you to go, no gain at all, which actually will mute the signal, or all the way up to a very pronounced gain. And this knob is a master volume output. Over here you've got the filter cutoff, so you can slide that up and down, and the resonance as well, also on a really nice sort of resistive slider. So you couldn't do crazy fast DJ slices, although you could probably force it, but I wouldn't recommend that. But yeah, that's what that's for. Down here you've got a separate volume control for the filter, so you can dial that back a little bit if, say, you have it on something that's really resonant and it's really boosting a signal, but you want to bring that back a notch. You can control that independently here, which is a nice touch. Right here you've got a 2-pole or a 4-pole selector toggle, which applies to the curve of the faders. And then here is kind of an interesting addition. It's an on or off toggle for an additional unfiltered fuzz, so you can get a double fuzz effect. Even if you have the main one filtered and kind of squished down a bit, you can turn on the second one and it'll boost and add a whole other dimension to everything else that's going on. And here you've got your bypass LED, so it'll turn on and off with the press of this soft latching foot switch, which is really nice for desktop use. Okay, so now that we understand the lay of the land here, let's just go ahead and start with the clean pattern and hear what it sounds like. So the clean pattern sounds like this. Pretty basic to start. I'll swap around patterns and stuff and we'll feel it out. And let's go ahead and activate the TARS. So you can see the gain is all the way down, but I boosted just a little bit there, and we're already getting a sort of a saturated, compressed tone. And that's responsive based on the input volume. So if I turn up the input volume on the 606 here, you can hear it gets a little bit crunchier even. But for right now I'm going to dial it back a little bit. You can turn up the master volume out. And something to watch, as your gain goes up. You want to watch your volume. This is really driving the 606 into it. So right now it's in series mode, so that means the fuzz will be filtered. So let's kind of hear what the filter sounds like. switch up the fader curve, 4-pole. I'm gonna leave it on 2, I prefer it there. So you can up the resonance to really make those cutoff frequencies more pronounced. And you can push it into oscillation. You can get solid tones out of it like this. Which is cool. So now if I switch it into parallel mode, you can hear the fuzz is still coming through. And the filtered signal is just kind of running alongside it in parallel. And then we can turn on the secondary fuzz, which you don't hear quite as much in parallel. If you put it in series mode, it's a little bit crunchier. So I'll go ahead and do an A-B. It's without it. It's with it. As I mentioned, that's unfiltered. So that's why you can have it in series and you still hear something when the filter's all the way down. And see, when it's off, you don't hear anything when the cutoff is down because it's not running that separate unfiltered fuzz. We'll switch up patterns here just to get something a little different. We'll go with a little mid-level fuzz here. And I'll make it too obnoxious. These rapid-fire kicks and cymbals and stuff. I'm going to slow it down a bit. And now you can hear, so this is the right now the low pass volume, the filtered volume is all the way up. But you can hear I can turn that down. So where that would come into play is if you had it in parallel mode. Say you had something really resonant and crazy going on. Just let it ping. Here, just so you can hear for this demo. And see I'm volume cutting out the filtered bit. Get rid of the secondary fuzz. Turn on effect on the TX6. Warp delay going on. A little dimension to the sound. Kind of fun with a delay on like this, where if you get the resonance up and do some sweeps. And because you can do that secondary fuzz, you kind of have it almost like it's in the parallel mode. And get the best of both worlds. Muted the sounds on the 606. Teasing in some of the other sounds. Okay, so that's kind of the main run through of the TARS, but I've got next to me here a Old Blood Noise Endeavors expression ramper. I'm gonna plug that into the CV expression jack here, and we'll get a little ramp going. Get this out of the way. This isn't gonna be the most pretty setup here, but it'll get the job done. You're already hearing it actually. A little bit. You can definitely hear it now. Alright, so I'm going to pick another pattern here. Actually, we'll bypass and hear what it sounds like clean. Dial back the send on the effect here on the TX6. See, switching up patterns. We're working with, I don't know. Yeah, that works. Okay, now activate the TARS. And obviously the expression ramper is ramping through, and I have it mapped to basically send this LFO out to the cutoff. That's where the expression goes to on the TARS. And we can, when I pass the bonus fuzz there, and we have it kind of going through the range. I set a minimum so it wouldn't fully cut off, which is cool. You program that in on the expression ramper. I did this so I can kind of jam a little bit. can up the resonance here. Go ahead and ramp the send back up on the delay. And on the expression ramper, you can change up the speed, for example. Make things go real rowdy. Actually, I'll make it run in parallel, so that way you still can hear the filter doing its thing, but you get a clean, well, fuzz, but clean channel. You're not hearing the filter much on this since we're in the low frequency band anyway. Kind of need like the cymbals. So there we go. That's a bit of what the TARS can do. As you could hear and see, a lot of fun, a lot of options when it comes to, you know, running like things in series or parallel, or tweaking the cutoff and resonance, adding that secondary clean fuzz, adjusting, tweaking the volume of the filtered layer, even tweaking the curves of the cutoff and resonance. And then adding in the expression or CV control on top of that makes this a pretty hands-on operation, which I think is really fun. I feel like it's really performative on being able to just get in there and tweak these, and even you can tweak this while the LFO is running and get different responses out of it. And kind of messing with the gain and all the different options. Yeah, it's really a hands-on fun pedal. So there you go. That's the TARS from Collision Devices. A lot of fun, like I said, really hands-on. And yeah, you can't go wrong if you're looking for a filter and fuzz combo pedal. All right, that's it for me this week. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.